Good thing to do when you're running after them, Dan.
True.
We've never had so many children to be so physically fit before. How do you do it? It's just Dan running after them at break time.
Yeah, my grades have gone up massively, and they just don't know how it's happened.
For some reason, the area they all seem to be exceeding in is cross country.
They worked out to next
No one
lesson like
knows why.
dripping with cold sweat.
Sweat.
All right, Brexx is
Sometimes when
coming
they
in.
leave school, Dan chases them home just to get them to do some
Max, sit
homework.
down.
Right, boys, I think some of this is being streamed, so let's not put out on the internet that I chase after my kids, please.
Right. So
Alright,
Alright, fair
what
enough.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle first, and then you can either do what Nat says, and the captain's going to a Discord and selects it, and then everyone has to watch the stream to find out what heroes it is, or I can just do it now. And everyone
Question:
can watch.
Is the heroes revealed after you've picked an attribute? So do you go to agility and get given a hero?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I quite like this stream one because then it's exciting.
Okay. So I'm sorry. So first of all, I've shuffled a lot.
Cool.
So if it's fine, select one person to be captain, sort of, and then.
Yeah.
Is it like hero by hero?
Yeah, hero by you pick an attribute and then we give you a hero.
So it's like countdown, instead of vowel
Yes.
and consonant. You
Yes.
say, oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes. So it's
That's
like.
horrendous.
I haven't got the
the music.
countdown music. I need to get it.
You might get DMCA'd for that.
Did it.
Who's
Do it
our
ourselves.
captain?
Right, pick a captain, guys. Pick a captain.
Luke, be our captain.
What we'll do,
captain.
guys, what
I'll
we'll
be
do is
captain.
this, yeah. So what you need to do is already go into your lobbies of Radiant and Dire, but the captains can stay here.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't even get to
Luke and
consult my
Max are the
team. Oh,
captains.
that's a lot of...
no,
Yeah.
it's all you.
Alright,
man.
alright.
All you.
So if you fuck up, it's all
It's
your
all
fault.
random anyway, so.
Pick 5 decks. Pick 5 decks.
5 decks?
Yeah, this is D&D.
Right, go.
Yeah, what?
Does he think we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
He has not played in a while, has he? I'm in trouble.
Okay.
Who's the? Oh, it's Max. Okay,
Max.
right. So Jerome, if
My
you
process
open
of
up,
elimination.
so if you open up sheet 4, just so people can see on and
Sheet 4, eh?
yeah, sheet 4, and then I'll do the shuffle.
Let me have a look. So sheet 4, I need to stream it as well. Let me just hide all my bookmarks so I don't get banned.
Why? What have you got?
I mean nothing. Right, display capture. Is that good? Right, that's all right.
God.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So so it's sort of like just randomizes. For some reason, it's meant to work when I press enter, but it doesn't. So I have to copy and paste it every time. So we can start now.
Okay.
Depends
So,
who wants to choose.
ooh, can we do a coin flip? We've got the Dota in game. We're gonna do a flip. So, Luke, do you want heads or tails?
Heads.
That means it's
Heads.
tails.
No, it is actually
What?
heads. Actually,
That's
guessed
not how the
correctly. I
coin
know.
flip works.
So, Luke, you want the first attribute pick then? Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I'll take an int hero, please.
We're just gonna
Int,
go 1-1,
right,
by the
okay.
way.
Okay, right, here we go.
You gonna run him an int hero?
You get Void Spirit. What team are you?
Oh, teams. We actually haven't.
I'm dire
He's
You're on
Dire. team.
Dire, you're
Right.
on Dire.
He's Dire.
for now.
Okay.
whatever it is.
Void Spirit.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna be rogue and also going in here.
Makes sense. Get some supports.
Zeus. Why does it shuffle when I press enter like that?
Don't know.
I don't understand this.
Right.
Whatever.
Somewhat again.
Can I have a strength hero, please?
So now I'm just
Thank you,
imagining
Rachel.
Karen that's standing in front of the
A Lycan.
Okay.
Oh no!
Oh, that's actually
No!
the worst strength
That's
hero.
not a good time for liking, but okay.
Can I have
Oh,
a better
team, I'm
strength hero?
sorry.
Yeah.
Don't know whether we're doing
wait,
countdown
wait,
or
wait,
9 out of 10 casters countdown. I don't know whether to
Wait, why is
Ra-
it?
Rallying Cry
Throw an
Dota community
inappropriate
does
joke.
countdown.
Right.
Rallying Cry does Dota countdown.
That will have some new
Actually,
Yeah,
viewers.
the
strength
mouthful.
seems fairly safe. Enough
A
Mark
bad
that
one,
got life
okay.
was there.
Nice.
I'd
Nice
like
stunts.
another int hero, please.
Death Prophet.
Okay.
Okay.
Lots of push on that team.
Support.
No, support's for losers. Death Prophet support.
Yeah.
Hey, Void Spirit support.
It's the 0 stun drafts at the moment.
No, Void Spirit's got a stun. Kind of.
I can't wait for him before a brood.
I'd
I'm waiting
like-
for it.
To go an Agi hero, please.
Well, here we go.
Well, here we go.
Here we go. Here
The
we go. Here
first-
we go.
Big ball of play.
TA.
Okay.
This works well.
But you got TA for Juju.
Yep.
Here and Zeus.
Can I have an
All
Agi
according to
hero,
plan.
please?
That is going to be wonkier.
A Viper. Oh!
Oh, counters.
Yay!
Oh, harsh.
That's a baller move right there.
That is harsh.
Eat that, Max. Come
Yeah.
on. So what?
Well,
Who cares about Lycan? I
Piss.
do.
I'll go for a strength hero.
And K-
Was that
Nice.
Sand
Take
King? Cool. Yeah, nice hero.
it.
Honestly, apart from the Lycan, this is a pretty normal
Not
draft.
awful.
So
Not awful.
Not too bad. I'd like an Agi hero, please.
Hey. Faceless Void.
Okay, okay,
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
I would like another Agi hero too.
Were you praying for Venge or something?
Shadow Fiend.
That is
Feel
that's
like we
not
got
the
7
carry I
mids.
was hoping for.
Right, guys.
We've never
So
got
there
this.
are your teams there.
Okay.
So now it's going to be all pick.
Do we have some time to consult?
Yeah, I was
on
gonna
what we
say.
would do?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
So
have a
you
little bit
say,
of a
You say,
timer.
can we have some time to consult? I have some. I want some time to cry.
Yeah,
Yeah, put the countdown clock on.
I think we need more than that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give both teams 2 minutes, and then I'll prompt you to start because you might want to discuss with your team what on earth is happening
Yeah,
and how you're
10
gonna lane
past.
that. Yeah,
10
10
past.
past. So go
Bad
consult your
things is
teams.
the answer.
All right, back to Dota. I think we'll move caster channel now.
yeah, sure.
Cool. Right, make a start. Well, this should be interesting.
Didn't take note of the heroes, so I've lost it now.
So, Radiant
see.
have Zeus, Abaddon, Templar, Assassin, Sand King, and Shadow Fiend. Dire have Void Spirit, Lycan, Death Prophet, Viper, and Faceless Void.
I'm curious what the Radiant's going to lay in. I'm guessing it's going to be a Zeus support.
Yeah, will probably have to be a Zeus support, Zeus and Abaddon. But the question is, do you run a... I guess you have to run Templar, Assassin, Pos 1 because you want to avoid the Viper?
See, I'd actually consider. I think in Pro Scene a couple days ago, some people were playing SF in like some weird lanes. I saw one go like off lane and build like mech, and that was interesting.
Oh, Mech
but I don't know
SF
if it's
is a throwback.
Yeah. You could also arguably try and put Abaddon in a core role and put the Sand King as support, because then you can go like Crimson Guile on the Abaddon for the Lycan.
Sand King can build Crimson Guard. He just tends
That's
not
true.
to.
It's just it's just not ideal. I don't
But
think.
Lycan is less Zoo than before, thanks to removal of Necronomicon. And I don't know if Lycans are building Helm of the Dominator instead, or
I
whether
don't know.
they're just crying.
All I know is I've only actually won with and lost against Lycan in the new patch, even though his win rate's horrendous, and I don't know how
Okay.
that's happened.
I like that I've got 18 viewers because everyone who's supposed to be playing is also watching the stream.
Pushing up the viewer count.
It's an extra
pushing up the
yeah,
wins.
exactly. I've hit a record I haven't hit for ages.
It says 14 for me.
Okay, well, I've got like 2 different viewer numbers, and they sometimes are different, but both of mine are saying 18 for now. But
Are you I just realized, are you multi-streaming? I know some people stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That might
no,
be
I
why
haven't got
stream.
that configured. I don't know if it's something I would bother doing at the moment. But
Because someone I know that does some streaming, the way they've done it is they've set up a bot that makes it so that when you send a message in the YouTube chat, it puts it in the Twitch chat through the bot, and vice
Oh,
versa.
that's cool. I think we're ready to go.
Oh.
We are seeing. So the only deliberation that had to be made is where do you lane the heroes? Is the first thing. The second thing is who plays what hero.
Yeah.
Because usually when you're drafting, you do pick with certain players in mind, but you can't do that this time because the key has been given to you.
Well, I think we know who's playing TA.
Generally, yeah.
I'll pick.
I mean, I wonder if we end up seeing some weird lane stuff where like they lane the TA somewhere weird and they keep moving the Viper around to chase him.
I have a feeling that could happen. Like TA goes safe lane, so Viper becomes pos 3. You know, something like that. Does it say who picks the heroes? Right, so Tim, Death Prophet.
So that's probably a support.
Death Prophet got nerfed as a support, but I still think is okay. Still 320 move speed, decent base damage, 600 attack range. Q is way cheaper now, Crypt Swarm. Okay, quick picks from the Radiant. So Wayfarer, Abaddon, Ollie, Shadow Fiend, Drekken, Zeus. So Zeus support, Juju, Templar. Somewhat Lycan.
Might be offlane.
Could be. Sand King. Okay, veteran Sand King. Faceless Void is being played by... Forgot who the people were at the bottom.
Do you think they just build Ags on the Lycan and give the Wolf Bite to Void?
Not a bad idea. I've always thought about playing Lycan as a kind of a support role. He's not great in Pulse 4, I wouldn't think, but his Aghanims is awesome. You bite, who are you biting? Faceless Void. I mean, he doesn't really need move speed, but like, I guess he gets a lot of crits. And
I guess it's also pretty funny to put on the Viper, because a Viper with haste move speed is kind of scary.
Yes, it's haste move speed. It's also immune to slow. So it's a haste rune for what, 20 seconds? It's a long time.
I don't actually know how they're going to kill this Void or Void Spirit.
16 victories predicted in a row. Are you kidding me? Pretty good.
But this feels like a really easy Void Spirit game, right?
Easy one?
I mean, unless you're getting chain stunned by the Sand King, how are you dying? You can dodge SF ult with Dissimulate, right? Unless he perfectly.
Oh, that camera is the wrong link because it says somewhat, but that's not somewhat. That's Ollie. I was like, somewhat's changed the way he looks, and I was like, that's not somewhat. Let me fix that. I've not run the script that does the camera names yet. That's my.
Oh,
bad.
did you not look into the new camera stuff either yet?
Wait 1 sec. 3, 6, 7, 8. I did wonder. I was like, oh, he looks different. Name generator. All right. So who doesn't have a camera? Drekken, Tim. I've ruined this. 1 sec. Let me find out who doesn't have a camera. So there's no Drekken cam, there's no veteran cam, Juju cam, Wayfarer cam, Kinder cam. Right, let's try that again. This time, hopefully it shows Ollie the ops. That's better.
There we go.
I literally looked at it for a second and was like, wait a second. He's changed the way he looks. Okay, here we go. Hi, Jack. How are you doing? You have been noticed. So Ollie has 6 tangos and 2 mangoes, so he is actually playing POS 1, whereas you have Orb of Metal Ollie. He's nothing in position, but they don't have any stuns. Yes, they have one. He actually landed Kinder Surprise with the Ether Remnant, and Tim, he's already draining him. Oh, there's Viper as well. There's no chance he gets away. Wayfarer actually with the level 1 mist coil.
Yeah, that's not what I would have skilled there.
It's not a usual skill, but either way, it would have been too late. And Ollie goes down first blood, but Wayfarer, he's actually going to ninja the rune. They'll be happy with that.
I think if you shield him there, he might have been able to walk away. He's 305 move speed.
110 it dispels the Viper Slow.
Yeah, I need a Fairy Fire.
Maybe, but I think he was too far away because the shield's cast range is quite small. Well, Mist Coils is 2, I guess. Or is it the same?
Yeah, neither of them. They're about the same, I think.
So, Pulse 1 Shadow Fiend is not terrible because he does a lot of damage and, you know, he can just safely last it. Bam raises, he's a ranged hero, which is always very annoying to play against. Veteran is playing... Sand King Zeus is a kind of a famous lane. Because Sand King is usually a hero you want to do loads of sentries against. But then Zeus just bolts all the sentries. So you have a Sand King who you absolutely cannot get out of Sandstorm. So I actually quite like this lane. It's a funny combo. And we've already got that Ring of Basilius on Zeus.
Oh, it's a support... Void Spirit, okay.
Yeah, support. It's the Void lane top. Double Void. You got Faceless Void and Void Spirit.
I was assuming it was going to be a core Void Spirit purely because, like, I don't know how they kill him.
But I think Faceless Void has to be a core. And they've put core Viper. Viper against TA. I'd like to see how well TA can do because I watched a pro game a long time ago of a Viper against TA and the TA was jungling at level 2 because she had absolutely no chance. She was like, I'm out. See ya. Ollie just standing his ground. You got somewhat playing off-lane Lycan. You're right, Brexx, you and your predictions, man. He is going Treads, another Bracer, and Aghanims. Straight away Ags. Now, his Ags does give you the Wolf Bite. what else does it do? Lycan and Bitten Target gain 30% lifesteal and share lifesteal with each other. So it's actually better than a normal ultimate. And I don't know if it benefits from the talent. There's a +6 shapeshift duration talent and a 32% crit chance talent. I'm guessing they apply to the wolf bite because it is still shapeshift.
I imagine so. It says shapeshift properties. It doesn't say like new ability.
Yeah.
Properties.
So you can give someone a lot of damage. Imagine a hero with nearly 100% crit chance, as well as going at haste speed.
It pains me so much to see an abandoned level 2 with no points in shield.
Oh, and he's actually dead. Didn't see that there. Tim is quite low, but Ollie, raise, yeah, nice kill from Ollie. That's going to be worth it.
I wonder if you get the Ag Shard on, like...
I think you do, eventually. But get the Aghanim Scepter first. I like that way of playing Lycan. Offlane Lycan, whose job is to buff the core. I feel like it would work more if you had a core like an Alchemist. Or some sort of hero who really would benefit from the speed and the crit. But
the last Lycan that I saw in a pub was rushed the new helm, the level 2 helm.
Level 2 helm? What's have an ancient creep? That's going haste.
You get 2.
2 ancient creeps?
Yeah, so he just got the aura % health creep and the fury creep, and they were just running at us.
That's... 2 hasted ancient creeps running at you is kind of scary, but ancient creeps don't actually hit that hard.
Well, it's mostly the auras, because the Thunderhide, it has like an active that gives like 120 attack speed.
Oh, so you activate that if you can micro
Yes.
it. Tim is actually just diving Ollie under the tower, but can't quite get the kill. Tim turns around again, goes for the crypt swarm. It's not enough. Tim's just going to die to the tower, salves himself to stop himself dying. You've got to do predictions. I think it's a bit late on this one, Karen. We'll call it next one, I think.
I mean, it's only 3 minutes in.
I know, I don't want to... We'll do it next time, It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, like, is this one here, that Thunderhide. It's on a slow and a 8-second duration attack speed buff that has an 8-second cooldown.
75 attack speed. Yeah, I guess if you're microing, the thing is they've got 2 spells that you need to cast.
Yeah.
So it's not that easy when you're also playing Lycan. But maybe there's something in that. Maybe high skill Lycan will be like the new thing rather than Zoo brainless monkey Lycan.
I mean, that said, the other ancient creep, the % health one that you get, doesn't have any buttons. So
that's true, 15% health. Thanks for the follow. I've got like 3 follows recently, like that come out of nowhere. I know one of these is from Karen. But like, these all Karen bringing all her friends here.
Obviously.
In which case, thank you very much.
I thought Karen wasn't followed. I was like, how could she?
Of course, she's like the OG. Supino is just running in and taking the farm.
I mean, what's TA going to do about it?
Well, struggle. I mean, Viper is just the hardest counter. 1 poison attack and you've lost all your fractions. Yeah. What's going on in the top lane? A bit of invisibility. Sentry's been put down, but it's going to be revealed as soon as Zeus does a lightning bolt. It's in the middle of the lane, but that's enough to get a Sand King kill. Wobber's going to be enjoying a kill there. He actually has gone for an early rank of time dilation. So they did buff it. It does a little bit of damage. Not a massive amount, but, you know, significant. Rank 1 is 80 damage if they've got 1 spell on cooldown. 160 if they've got 2. Locks their cooldowns, doesn't it? Did it lock them completely?
It like, slows them down. I don't know how much.
Slows their move speed, slows their attack speed. Only costs 60 mana. I think that spell is actually way better than it sounds.
It makes cooldown 60% slower than what it says in the ability.
Oh, does it? Cooldown progression slow 60%. Yeah, I think it's a really underrated ability. People tend to not get it until they've literally got nothing left to get. But I don't think that's the right way to play it.
I'm surprised he hasn't put more points in time bolt versus his Zeus, because he just lightning bolts you and then you just gain back that health.
Well, I think Zeus might not be lightning bolting him anyway. We've got a bit of a fight in the mid lane. Ollie went for a rune. He's just going to have to TP back to base.
Yeah, I hope Radiant gets a Veil here, because between Sand King, Zeus, and SF, they have quite a lot of magic damage.
That's true. Veil is so cheap. It's like less than 2,000 gold. For 18% spell damage, you've got, yeah, like you said, with the Shadow Fiends. That's a huge amount of damage. If let's say the Zeus picks up a Veil first item, then he can buff the damage of everyone on his team, or Sand King as well.
Wait,
I think Sand King
in the chapel?
I don't know. The OS Frog axe thing because of the Beastmaster. Beastmaster who turned into a spellcaster but with axes instead of spells. Yeah,
I'm glad it's finally good.
Well, I am too, but like I still think it's a bit dumb.
It's a bit too good, yeah.
Well, they made the whole point of the reworked axes a long time ago was to make it so that the target takes more damage from you and your units to sort of even further facilitate his unit playstyle. And now he's just a spellcaster. Which is kind of lame. Mob was actually level 5, doing quite good.
Well, I guess the thing is the boars never really did that much damage. It was basically just a slow rate.
They do quite a lot of damage now. Talents that give the boars damage. And they're decent enough in lane. You're right, slow is the main thing. I've just noticed, like, look at Juju. He's having to farm the jungle the entire time, but he's actually keeping up in farm with the Viper, which is very impressive. He hasn't died either. Yes, he's a level behind, but considering this is the worst matchup in the history of the world, he has done a fantastic job.
I'm surprised the Viper isn't coming here to stop him a bit. There is a ward there. So
He tried a bit, but he's coming a bit slow. Veteran just managed to pick up a kill on Wobber. It's a bit of a revenge kill there. I think he has the mana for the arcane boots. Or maybe not.
Do they have anything good for the Chrono here, actually? I didn't even think about that.
Or the
I guess they
Chrono?
can
You mean defensively?
Yeah. No, to
Or
throw
the
into it. Like,
offensively.
like,
You've got Viper, you're going to be...
Toxin?
Yeah, you're going to be stuck in another Toxin, which does more and more damage. You've got Death Prophet just setting up her ultimate. But that's really it. You don't have a lot. Lycan and Void Spirit are practically useless in it. You can disseminate into it, but it's not a big deal. But, you know, it's nice to have Chrono set up, but it's also going to be fine even without
bot
it.
lane.
Oh, missed that little bit of a fight there. Wayfarer managing to get a kill. It's what I like about Wayfarer is I know you're an Abaddon player, and I've played him, and most people have. He's definitely gone for an unusual build, shall we say. Maxing the Mist Coil is almost like a throwback to when it was a really broken spell that you could deny yourself with.
I mean, I think it's fairly normal as a pos 5 to put a lot of points in it. Like usually as pos 4, you like skip it for a while.
Yeah,
But I
but do
think
you max it over the shield?
I don't know about overshield. Normally you go like 4-4-1. That's like your
Yeah.
pos 5 build, but
True. But anyway, I like it. I like Mist Coil. It's a cool spell. He's
I mean, I
using it
guess
very
that's-
aggressively though. He's like literally
Yeah.
spamming it. Somewhat
I
doesn't
guess
seem
that's
to
not-
care.
there's not a lot in this lane you can really dispel, I suppose. Like you can dispel Death Prophet Silence, but not from yourself. So, and he doesn't really level that early anyway.
Somewhat keeping his wolves at level 1, actually maxing out Feral Impulse, giving himself a lot more damage and more health regen, I think is the thing. He just wants some survivability. Maybe there's something in offlane like, and if you max out Feral Impulse, it's a lot of free health regen. 6 free health regen. More than Ring of Health. What's a Ring of Health? Is it 5? 6.5, okay.
I think we're grasping at straws a bit there though, because he's still got 40% win rate for the hero.
Yes, it's true. I mean, I'm just
Not
trying
great.
to be, you know, positive about a hero who's pretty rubbish. In the end, he's 29 last to Ollie's 40, so he's not quite winning there. But the farm on Sand King is the pos 3, 47. So he's having a great time as a Sand King offlane. Zeus is already level 6. No mana to ulti. In fact, his ulti costs well over half of his mana. But he can buy his Arcane Boots now, so he's going to be happy with that. Arcane Boots Bassi. As much mana regen as he can possibly get his hands on. You've also got no Arcane Boots. We do already have the Veil.
That's correct.
So good call. Early Veil gives all attributes, 18% magic damage. You know, buff that with the Zeus you've got.
I'm kind of surprised it's on the Sand King when the Zeus already had it for Basilius, but
Well, I think Sankey could get it much earlier, and it's also a bit easier for Sankey to get it off. Kind of surprised he's going all in with his Void Spirit play. Does a lot of damage to the Zeus, but not quite enough to kill him. Bot lane, power's already gone down. There's the power of Lycan. You leave the lane alone for like 3 seconds. Lycan's going to kill it.
That's before Exorcism.
Yeah, that's true, but you've got Lycan it and DP in the same lane. You've got a lot of push here. Lycan has his own Bassi and also a Bracer. He's going Vlad's now. He's decided, I'm going to get Vlad's before Ags because Vlad's is buffing my Faceless Void as well. It buffs me. It's sort of old school Lycan where you used to get Vlad's. You don't see it too much on the hero anymore because Necro became too good. Invis Viper going top. I think Veteran might be in trouble. There is no sentry though. So if he goes into... Oh, never mind. They have got Chrono. There's the Chrono. Two Mills is here. Just stacking up the poison. I can't see any way Veteran survives this. I mean, they've dropped the Chrono for it, and it was a gank from the mid hero. So
Yeah.
he's got to say fair enough to that one. Chrono down for 3 minutes.
Honestly, I don't remember what boots you get on Lycan. I feel like I haven't seen a Lycan buy boots in the last like 6 months.
Oh, and there goes the final race to get the kill. I think treads or nothing really is the usual play.
Yeah, I feel like I see them like, well, they used to obviously get like Necro 3, right? And then
Yeah.
get boots.
Exactly. It treads just because raw stats. You don't need anything else in the hero. You go hey smooth speed anyway.
Yeah, I guess you could argue sometimes with boots of travel if you really need them.
Oh yeah, I've done a funny thing with Boots of Travel. You know, like with the Necro creeps, was so strong you could go through backdoor protection. You just send a wolf through the map in Invis and just travels onto it, and then just push a tower. And that was good fun. I used to do that back in the day. Radiant have this very strong buff benefit of having Zeus in the game. Level 6 Zeus means that any time you need 300 magic damage, you can have it. Oh, a courier goes down. Not paying attention to that. Have a look at the net worths though. Viper actually on top. He's been farming and been getting kills. Already got Boots of Travel on Viper. I like that because Viper is a horrendously slow hero. In fact, he's one of the slowest heroes in the entire game. 275 move speed. So getting 100 from travels makes him, you know, move at a normal rate. So he's happy with that. Well, it makes you a fast hero, right? Because Boots only give 45. So it's a nice buff. He's going to be happy with that. It allows him to go back to base when he's exhausted his mana.
Damn, he's a techies with boots and move speed.
Yeah, like he's a speedy little boy. TA doing quite well. Very close on farm. Almost has the Deso. It's a big power spike. Shadow Fiend from Ollie doing better than the Faceless Void. But Ollie is still, interestingly, paying magic damage Shadow Fiend, even though he's not mid. I wonder if that's the play.
I guess the TA sort of does a lot of physical.
But you've got a Zeus and a Sand King. Like, your magic damage is covered. Do you not feel like you play him as just like a right-clicking turret? Lycanroc has been popped. We're going on Wayfarer, but I don't think Abaddon is an easy kill. Zeusol goes through. They do manage to get a kill on the Faceless Void in the top lane. Junior's been ulted. It's a really tough aim. He didn't refraction before he started TPing. It doesn't matter. He would have gone down anyway. And Abaddon will live. Nice kill on the Faceless Void, though.
I guess in a way you are sort of throwing more magic damage on top of that Veil. But...
That's true. But I mean, he's gone Yules. I mean, you always have the magic damage on Shadow Fiend, right? And you could still get a Blink Dagger if you needed it. But you can make it Swift Blink.
I guess maybe he feels like he has to be the person to jump in, because who else is going to... I guess Sanking's a Blink stun. But then,
Yeah, I think you could just get a Blink on him, Blink BKB, and go core items. You don't need to go Yules and the Ag Shard, and you don't have to take the Spell Amp talent. You could take the attack speed one. But we'll see. I mean, Spell damage Shadow Fiend is still incredibly strong, so...
I guess I mentioned this at the start is unless SF's blowing someone up with his ult, I don't really know how they're killing someone really fast, because I don't think they're killing someone in the duration of a Sand King stun.
Yeah, I think Sand King ult plus the Zeus ult and the Veil. I think it's
yeah,
enough.
it's a lot of damage,
I think they have the burst. TA goes in, does a mega crit or a mega hit.
Come to think of it, I'm kind of surprised he's not getting a pipe on the Lycan instead of the Vlads here.
That's true. There's a lot of magic damage, and your Pos 3 really is responsible for building it. Either that or it's going to be on a support, but Tim is building himself a Yules, and your other support is Kinder, who's building himself an Urn. I like Urn and Void Spirit support, I think that makes sense. But you're right, there is going to be no pipe. There's not even anyone with a Hood of Defiance, so they're very vulnerable to magic damage. No one is tanky.
Yeah.
Death Prophet's not tanky because she's a support. Viper's not really a tanky hero, kind of.
Well, kind of. He's got the passive.
He's got the passive, he's got a free magic resist, that's true. Faceless Void can be tanky, but we'll see.
Viper's found a Shadow Fiend.
Nolly just TP out.
And he... Oh no, that's a lot.
mean-
He has no stuns.
They can basically TP out from everyone unless Void bashes you or Chronos you or Void Spirit's there. Void Spirit, he's having to use both of his jumps to try and get away, but they're still going to find him. Where goes the Bolt? Bolt gave him a bit of vision.
He has the TP, but he's...
Simulates further away. Oh, there's the trap. So much vision. You've got Zeus and you've got TA. You're not escaping from that. And with the Deso, they'll take the top tower.
I know once you saw the lightning bolt the first time you could have TP'd. But,
Already?
long TP spot.
Already taking a tier 2 tower, though. So they're going to have to go back.
Epicenter.
Veteran, straight away, blinks in. Veil, does he pop the Veil? Yes, he does. And the Zeus ult as well. Massive damage. And both of them got deleted. See, they've got so much burst on their team. And Tim, he tries to hide, but he gets found. Massive meld strike to the face. And you can see
like,
Tim on cam as well.
I feel like Juju's got away with murder a bit here. He should not be this far.
I agree. I think he should have been chased to the ends of the earth and made to suffer. But instead, he kind of just farmed the triangle for free.
Like, even if it's the Death Prophet doing it, the Death Prophet surely can just run into the jungle with Spirit siphoning him and he just sort of has to walk away.
Yeah. Because TA has no mobility. That's the weakness with the hero. It's not a very fast hero with absolutely zero mobility and not high attack range. Relies solely on Blink Dagger and just walking in. Veteran doesn't quite get the stun on Kinder's surprise. That's a pause. Bit of a tactical pause.
Some funky particles been frozen there.
The Kinder dodged the Burrow Strike with Dissimulate, or Veteran was a little bit too hasty with it, shall we say.
That was kind of sick, he says.
What was it though? Phone. Ollie's on the phone. Probably hiring a new teacher. And it looks like Zeus is building Ether Lens as normal. Ollie is just farming the jungle. Faceless Void also farming. Going for... I thought it was going to go Mask of Madness, but he left a casual Morbid Mask. which I don't feel like the hero needs massively. It does. I guess it does sustain you in the jungle, but he's also got a possessed mask, so it seems like. I hope he turns it into Mask of Mana, so I'm not sure what the Morbid Mask is for. Akinda is midway through Astral Stepping, so I think he'll be okay.
I would be somewhat concerned about the Mask of Madness, I think, versus the TA. He might start getting 2-hit.
Takes away 6 armor, doesn't it?
7? 6?
8 armor, it's even worse. It takes away 8 armor, and it silences you. So yeah, it doesn't give any armor either. It's not like Solar Crest, where you're at least getting some of it back. So it's a massive, massive weakness to the hero. And from what I've heard, what I've seen, Faceless Voids are building quite tanky these days. You're not tending to go Mask of Madness, but you're also taking both the 9 strength and the 300 health talent. So you're sort of tanking up. And not just being that glass cannon chronosphere machine, which he used to be in pubs. So, yeah, I like it. I like Faceless Void being a bit tanky, because then he can just spam Time Walk. His Ag Shard is really good, gives you 400 range on it, and it gives you a reverse one. It's pretty cool.
The reverse one's weird.
It's not super necessary the whole time, but 400 range is quite a lot for engaging. Gives it 1,050 cast range. You can also get a talent to reduce the cooldown even further.
Light fingers.
Inda can get away. Still got Astral Step. Wayfarer taking a lot of damage, but does use his ultimate.
Viper bots onto the light.
Yeah, he does. And Lycan is fast. Veteran trying to get away. Uses Burrow Strike. Been shielded. Do we still have the damage? Somewhat is trying. Massive crit goes through the creep, and Ollie gets his ult off. Doesn't hit Somewhat. It does, but Somewhat's just going to run away. But 2 raises will clean up Tim. Wobber is here with Chrono, though. Oh, Veteran manages to pick up another kill despite having to run away on the fight at 1 HP. Goes back in, takes Somewhat down. We do have Chrono, but it's now 3 versus 5.
You just feared by the SF ult, so he just
It's funny seeing Lycan feared because he runs away so quickly.
Yeah. Wait, does it increase your move speed past that limit, or is it just...
I'm not sure if it increases move. Does it increase move speed? Some fears do, and some don't. I think this doesn't. Any unit damaged by Requiem of Souls will be feared and have its movement speed reduced for 0.8 seconds for each line hit. It's what it says. 25% slower from Shadow Fiend's Fear.
It doesn't feel like it is, but maybe that's just...
Well, Lycan is capped at max speed anyway, so he just continues to run at haste. But Shadow Fiend getting Fear on his ult was definitely the biggest buff he ever got since the creation of the hero. Because before it was just damage. Oh, then it reduced the damage you deal. You know, it was like almost like a Breathe Fire from Dragon Knights, but then they made it actually have crowd control. And finally, this hero had some crowd control from having absolutely none before.
Top lane.
Yeah, having a look. I can see Viper in the corner and Boot to Travel not ready. Noodle's trying to escape. He's level 13. He's quite high level. Where comes the Veil? We're dropping the full Epicenter Veil as well. Popping the Zeus ult so we can see people coming. Noodles is very tanky actually, way tankier than I gave him credit for. Drops his ult onto Wayfarer. Wayfarer has to use his Abaddon ult to survive it. But he's going to be okay. A bit more farming going up here. If you're going to be caught, Wobber, you need to leave. Has to leave a neutral creep.
So Ollie actually isn't going Blink now. He's got Yules and he's going Sanjin Yasha.
Is he? Okay.
And he's found an enemy ancient stack.
Yeah, he's having fun farming.
Oh, never mind.
No, scared of that. He's got a weird build. Yeah, Yules is good because, you know, mana regen and set up for your ultimate. But then he didn't go Blink Dagger. Going Sanjin Yasha makes sense for core Shadow Fiend, especially against their team. Actually, I don't know if Sanjin Yasha is really needed against their team. There's not a lot of crowd control you need to be reducing. You need to get tankier. I think maybe even Manta would have worked better because there's a lot that can be dispelled, and Manta is more damage than Sanjin Yasha. I actually think it would have been better this game, Manta style.
Oh, GG.
Got a bit of fight going on here. Big burst going to Somewhat. He's dead yet again. Kinder Surprise got the taunt onto Draken. Draken is going to go down. Can we find Veteran? He's just running around in circles. They do drop a sentry on him, but he does have Barrow Strike. Barrow Strike goes through Void Spirit. Bit of damage going on to him, keeping himself alive with the Essence Ring. And here comes Templar Assassin blinking in. Big damage onto Super Noodles. And Kinder Surprise's Astral Step. Oh, sorry, Ethelon. It's not going to be enough double stun from Veteran. He's done some fantastic Sand King plays this game. And it looks like Tim's going to go that massive Meld Strike to the face. And, oh, Sideblade's range is a level 10 talent for TA. Didn't know that was a thing. It's quite nice. 100 Sideblade's range. Yeah, I love that. 180 Sonic trap damage or 15% evasion.
I remember last time Royce was complaining about how long the range of Slight Blades was. I was like, yeah, he's got a talent. It's also based on his attack range. It's not.
It is, yeah. It's a lot better than it used to be. It's finally a semi-ranged hero now. Now you can see that Ollie actually has decided to just do a bit of split pushing, but then he TPs away. He's also got boots to travel, so you've got 2 heroes this game with the boots to travel. Very nice. Juju is having a great game, but Ollie actually higher on the farm. He's 5-1-3 and has the most last hits.
He is fairly farmed, but then that is a Shadow Fiend, I guess.
Well, he's a farming hero,
Oh.
but you don't see him pos 1 very often. So
So
it is
he-
working out.
So he skipped the level 10 talent on Shadow Fiend and went for the Presence Aura Effects buildings.
Yeah, didn't go for the movement speed. Presence or effect building definitely helps your push. It takes away 7 armor from towers.
On top of the Deso.
Deso from TA, yes. It looks like he's ready to get jumped though. He is the highest level in the game. So we'll see what they can do. But they have no way to engage. Viper literally has to walk in and press his ultimate and realizes, oh, I can't really do much. Meanwhile, the Radiant team are heavily in the dire side of the jungle. Wayfarer running around on about 1 HP, as has been the way he's played this Abaddon the entire time. He's going for his own Vlads. Vlad's rush on Abaddon. I suppose that does help your Shadow Fiend and your TA, who will both benefit from that.
Yeah, seems okay.
Yeah. I mean, Vlad's is a good item at the end of the day. Lycan's got it for the Dire team, still trying to build the Aghanims. He's not really that close. We've got the stun. Big damage going to Kinder. Look at the damage that's being dealt. Wayfarer decided I want to heal myself up a little bit, so he's doing so on the tower. Tanking a bit too. Yeah, Coil does give you a little bit of heal in your ult. Bot lane, having a look. So Ollie has basically delayed everyone. They chrono him. They do manage to find him. Yeah, the chrono will result in a kill. Chrono was correct there. That's going to be a kill. Yules, but he's got no way to blink, so yeah, he's definitely going to go down there. So his ultimate when you kill Shadow Fiend doesn't fear. Is that right? Yeah, okay. But I mean, at the cost of that, they're now hitting your tier 3. I think it's time for you to back off. Radiant team are going to have to. Oh, big damage coming from you. Look at the cast range of that. He has an attack range talent, and he went for Dragon Lance.
It's pretty long range.
Yeah, that's good for Viper. That's what you need to be doing. Artillery, that poison damage out. Also reduces magic resistance, which could be nice if you're on the Radiant team.
I don't think I've seen Viper's Ag Shard yet, actually. No one really tends to play this hero right now.
Was this poison attack to lower armor by 1 per stack? So how many stacks do you get? 5 stacks?
Increases by 3 as well, so
8 stacks? So magic resistance, 8 armor and a lot of magic resistance. Was it 72% magic resistance? And it affects buildings for 40% damage. Okay. Looks like we got a taunt onto Wayfarer, but you are trying to go on Abaddon. He's trying to D-ward. He does get the D-ward. His ult has been popped and they don't chase him. So he got away with the D-ward against the entire enemy team. So he should be happy with that. Yeah, Viper's trying to go BKB.
They do actually have a team that can stop Abaddon from doing that. Because they can just break him with the Viper W, and if they can hold him in it, they can't ult.
But he can still press it.
Not if he's silenced, but the Death Prophet can't.
If he's not, if he's silenced, yeah. But I think Ollie's been caught out again. And yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Ollie. But Juju's gone in. Massive stun coming out from Veteran, and here comes the Zeus ult, and they're just shredding them. Somewhat did have his ult out, and it will just allow him to escape. They only managed to get Death Prophet for that. So maybe they were hoping for a little bit more, and they have lost their Shadow Fiend. But Radiant still dominant. Juju's still alive, and they're now going to try and push down mid-tower. Ollie being level 17, but he's got to be careful because he's feeding quite a lot of experience to the enemy team. And he took the 20 attack speed talent.
You don't really want to be dying as Shadow Fiend here. They kind of need you for power push, and losing souls is pretty... I guess it's not that bad. It's pretty quick to get back up.
That is true. I mean, it's a lot quicker these days. You used to have to farm sort of 15 or more souls. Now you only need to farm... how many souls is it? Like 10?
Something like that, yeah.
Less 8 souls? Something like that?
20?
Well, you lose only 40% of your souls now.
Oh.
Whereas you used to lose half of them, I think. And you only have 20 in the first place. So you only have to farm about 8 souls, like 1 last hit. Super Nils gets caught out.
Oh.
That's going to be a kill.
Did you just solo kill the Viper? Oh, no. Okay.
No. They had a gank here. Now, we still got the Aegis on the TA anyway. And almost the money to buy a full BKB. And an Imp Claw, the absolute perfect TA item.
I feel like if If Ollie didn't get caught out those couple times, they probably could have taken way more buildings. They killed them so fast with the Deso and the Aura, but the Seraphim's just not been there to push towers with them.
He's been doing a lot of split pushing, yeah, and I feel like without the BKB, he's got no way to safely escape any gank.
Yeah.
Maybe like an Axe will turn this game around a bit, but I feel like the Faceless Void still has quite a lot of farming to do. Is going for a BKB, so we'll be farming the BKB, has it soon. But BKB Maelstrom, it's not a lot of damage. And he did go for the 7 Agi talent, actually, rather than the 9 strength, so a little bit more damage there. But not yet ready to do the big damage which they need, especially if you get wolf bitten. Could you wolf bit the Viper? Yes, but I don't feel like it's going to massively change the hero. And here is the push.
Hey, they're finally doing it.
Yeah.
Deso plus SF or plus Abaddon.
Yes, Abaddon does give attack speed for everyone.
Not a lot though, losing at level 1, but...
Yeah, 40 attack speed if you hit it enough times. There are only tier 2 towers left. There's none left, and Roche is still down. So they've got nothing really left to do. They can take the outpost, and then it's just time for them to try to siege high ground. Ollie's being careful. He's maybe a bit scared about being ganked, or he's waiting for his team to at least wander in. Very cautious, Ollie, because he's been caught out too many times before. He doesn't want it to happen again, which, you know, fair enough. And there's TP out from the Dire. In fact, the whole Dire team will escape him. He's got yours. He's got yours. He does yours. Out comes his ult. And there's going to be a kill on the Lycan. Nice kill there. Somewhat TPing away a little bit too slowly. Ollie gets nearly 500 gold for that kill. Easy's a team who are miles ahead. And the highest net worth hero on the game.
The Lycan also almost had Ags. He lost about 300 gold for that.
I just feel like the Ags is a little bit early. I don't feel like it's going to do much. It's a lot of gold for an item which won't help your team out that much. I think maybe if he had his own BKB, he'd be a little bit more effective at this point in the game. But we'll see.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they're taking the tower. They're being very, very cautious about it. Maybe overly cautious. I guess they are scared of the Chronosphere.
Yeah, the Aegis is gone now, so...
Okay, they're just being safe. Roche is going to be up in, well, in about a minute it can respawn. Level 20 Ollie, 3 damage per soul.
Oh, that's a nice item for Juju.
So Ollie gets 63 damage from that talent, which is a lot of damage. Most heroes do not. I mean, Troll Ward has, what, a 25 damage talent at level 20 or something really pathetic?
I guess Troll has a lot of attack speed built in, though.
He does have a lot. And he can still buy damage items.
That's true.
You never see Troll Ward with Daedalus, do you? It hit very hard with that.
You just, to be fair, I don't see Troll that often in general right now. I feel like I see him usually as a counter to something like Phoenix. Or just like to another man-fighty hero.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best man-fight heroes. I can't imagine any hero wants to fight a Troll in 1v1. Alchemist, no. Oh, here goes the stun. Veteran, very aggressive. Trying to go onto Wobber. He's going to have to back off. Ollie taking... Look at the range of Viper firing out his attacks. So hard to push against that. It's going to be a slow siege, this. Because Viper just stands at max range. And look, just peppers away. Look at that. It's incredible. He's got a growth bow as well. And they're going on Viper. They're trying to kill him. This would be a great kill to get. BKB has been popped. Ollie pops his ult. But the Chrono, it stops it to 4-man Chrono. So 3-man Chrono. Veteran's just outside of it. Then walks in. And he's dead. There's double BKB though. Ollie does get his ult off and it will fear somewhat away. But here comes the Exorcism. It's going down too. Ollie's going to go down. Wobble will find the kill there. Massive crit, however, taking out the Death Prophet. Veteran, Wayfarer will go down. Juju is pretty strong. They've got to be careful with him. He's got the Blink Dagger ready. He's got Enchanted Quiver. So far, a great hold from the Dire. They only lost their Death Prophet support. They managed to hold the tower and they got 3 kills. So very happy with that. 7,000 experience from that one fight. Absolutely massive. Faceless Void has his BKB now. He can look to actually get some damage next. I don't know if he'll go for just straight Milner.
I guess you could try and get like a butterfly and force them to get some an MKB.
He did go the 300 health talent.
Yeah, I guess he's already got a quiver for that though, so maybe he doesn't need it.
Going Sanj and Yasha, Void. Sanj and Yasha, I guess they still don't have a lot of stun. I feel like
KB now. He's changed his mind.
okay. I feel like Sanj and Yasha is good when the game has loads of stuns and silences and things like that. You don't have much to deal with. You've got a Burrow Strike and that's pretty much it. So I think MKB giving yourself harder hitting attacks. You've got evasion on the TA, so it won't go to waste completely.
Yeah, I think you'd rather have like a Satanic if you want to beef up.
Yeah, Satanic's good. They've buffed its damage many patches in a row. It now gives 55 damage. Obviously, you can get more of that as well if you are a strength hero.
That's just the wolf bite now.
The wolf fight, yeah. So Faceless Void, he's farming with the free wolf. That's 30% lifesteal, and he's got a paladin sword, and he's got a morbid mask. So he's got so much. He also gets the crit chance, doesn't it?
Yeah, for 40% or 72% with the 25 talent.
So at the moment, it's 40% chance to do 175% damage. But max level Lycan or level 18 Lycan, it will be even more. Lycan's now ulting himself.
It's run out on the void though.
What's the cooldown of Wolf Bite? It's actually lower than the cooldown of Shapeshift. That's interesting. It's good to know.
It'll be less at 15 if he gets the cooldown talent as well on my life.
Yeah, 12% cooldown reduction is good. I think you will go for the cooldown reduction talent. I couldn't see why you wouldn't. If you're playing this kind of a Lycan.
They know they're in the pit because there's wolves there and they've not put down sentries to check.
Free Ag Shard though, pretty good.
I wonder who you give it to.
Get silence on TA and more traps. Shadow Fiend gets Spellam.
Actually, Shadow Fiend's one isn't that bad. It's just an aura that makes magic resisted reduction. Stacked with the veil.
Oh, they changed it. It used to be Spellam. Oh, they changed it. Presence of the Dark Lord nearby. Oh wow, that's actually incredible. Yeah, he should get that for his team. Yeah, constant veil. Well, a bit different to veil, but yeah, still good. Stacks with veil, so you'll do a lot of magic damage. Then we're going in for the fight. Faceless Void goes in, doesn't get the Chrono off though, gets stunned first, and here comes the ultimate from Shadow Fiend. The burst coming out from Zeus. Their entire team melt. They don't even get time to use the Chrono. He ran in with the Wolf Bite, thinking he'd have a chance. Ollie got his ult off in time, and they'd already taken the Aegis.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do an instant replay on that fight because it was so quick.
The Void Spirit jumped in trying to steal some of the stuff. He managed to get the cheese, but nothing else.
Right, here's the instant replay. You see that the Radiant team sort of just wandering into the pit. They know they're there. We can see the sandstorm. They're very, very aware of it.
Right back.
And then the Dire team, you can hear them coming in. Wolf bits in Faceless Void. They're running in, but it's already gone down. Massive stun coming out from the Sand King. Zeus ult, Shadow Fiend ult, and they're all dead. Right, let's have a look back now as they're trying to siege, but yet still can't because of the Viper. He's going Gleipnir. I think he has the Gleipnir now. Very good item for Viper.
I'm curious what the abandon's getting a vessel for. I don't think it's that.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's quite a lot of lifesteal coming out from the Wolf Bit and target. Maybe that's what they're hoping for.
I guess. I feel like Solar Caress is too hard to pass on right now, though.
It's
especially
such a
with
good
how much
item.
armor they have.
Yeah, it's an absolutely incredible item at the moment. I agree.
How much would that be actually with their other stuff? Got 6 on Deso, plus.
Whoa, the range of that. Okay, it was an enchanted quiver. I was going to say, when did Tempar's range get that big?
I mean, he does also have a Dragon Lance. His attack range normally, if you mouse over his hero, is pretty ridiculous right now.
Mouse over the hero. Do you get a number though? Oh, I can't see it. Gleipnir's been used, but then the Yule's is going to cancel it. Oh, Death Prophet, a little bit out of position. Massive stun comes out. We've got the Nimbus ready on Zeus. Faceless Void goes in. Wolfbit and Faceless Void. He gets the 3-man Chrono, but do they have enough damage? Nethertoxin doing actually a lot of damage. Ollie gets his ult off though, fearing the enemy team away. Wobber's BKB and Wolfbite manages to get Veteran. They killed Wayfarer as well. He just time walks away, and then he could run straight back in. Juju is going to go down, but he does have the Aegis. Now Ollie is being hit by Wobber. The Wolfbit and Void is way stronger than I was expecting. He's barely got any damage items. He's just so fast. Also, they're sharing lifesteal as well. So they could just man fight. They heal each other so much that you just cannot take them down.
And that's run out.
Okay, the Zeus ult comes up. Yes, it has run out, but absolutely incredible fight from the Dire. And Noodles manages to find a kill on Drekken. It's so hard for the Radiant to push. They are miles and miles and miles ahead this game, but they cannot break the high ground. And I did not expect a Wolfbit and Faceless Void to be quite that strong. I mean, it makes sense. You're giving him crit chance. You're giving him haste move speed. And soon, you're giving him an extra 6-second duration on that. And eventually, 32% more crit chance, bringing it up to 72% chance to crit.
It's a lot. I'm kind of surprised that Kinder decided to take the Nether Shawl here. Against the amount of minus armor he's playing against, I wouldn't want that. Keep that shit away from me.
You wouldn't want to be on 6 armor, you mean?
I mean, I'd rather be on 10 than 6.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Aghanim's on him makes sense. Gives him a lot of silences to go in. I mean, they got a lot of experience from that. The Dire are still losing in XP. Tim, Kinder, and Somewhat are quite low level, but now you have level 23 on Viper. I mean...
so like Gleipnir.
Yeah, he has. He did have that for the last fight. Noodles, I think, is almost solo carrying this game. And his score doesn't look great, 646, but the fact that he can just sit on the high ground and fire these incredibly long-range spells... Oh, well, unfortunately... They have lost him.
It's the Death Prophet.
It's Death Prophet. He's the lowest level in the game. He can just come back to play.
He already died back once. He doesn't mind doing it again.
Yeah. Oh, big deal. They cannot deal with Noodles sitting on the high ground, spamming poison attack. And did you see how much damage he got off in the Chrono? Just poison attacking everyone, putting the Nether Toxin on the floor. Looks like this could be a more important kill. Somewhat's going to go down. He does have the cheese, doesn't get to use it because he dies in stun. Biostrike is only a 2.2 second stun. Oh, could you guys in the chat just tell me if my Dota 2 tooltips thing is working? Can you cursor over the abilities and see stuff? Or did I not configure it properly? It is working. Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so good, isn't it? It's awesome. Double catapult. Can they get a little bit of push off this? Nope. Catapult's going down. Ah, it's so hard to push into a Viper. His attack range is just ridiculous. What is it? 900 attack range. Why is it 900?
I really want to see someone on the Radiant get like an Assault Cuirass and just go all in on the minus armor, because they'll just completely delete buildings at that point.
No one has a lot of armor. Viper doesn't. Faceless Void is quite a low armor hero for a core. It's the stun. We're going to try and burst the void as quickly as we can. We'll drop everything. Zeus Ult, Templar Assassin, and it is a kill. Gleipnir has been used. He does have to buy back for that, and that's already a victory. You've killed their core and made him buy back. His net worth is hit massively from that.
Bot lane.
Whoa, that's a lot of creeps. 5 range creeps and a catapult. They actually have to glyph it. But I mean, it might as well use your glyph. You're not using it for anything else. Assault QS nearly up on the Viper, giving him even more attack speed. Bit of minus armor, bit of positive armor for his team.
I'd actually consider TPing bot here as Viper and just trying to force them back.
He does have travels, yeah, that's true. It does make sense. Oh, Sand King thinking about ulting. Found Wayfair. Kinder goes in. Doesn't have Agnums yet. Has the money for it. He should probably buy his Ag so he can get the silence. Wobber still has Chrono. Chrono and Cheese. Okay. Abaddon's just trying to heal himself up a bit.
Yeah, if he got silenced while he was in that, he would have died. Because he couldn't cast it.
The other Toxin doesn't give silence anymore, does it?
No,
it's gone. I think Juju's finally taken the tower top. Has to back off because so many poison strikes going. They are slowly but surely whittling down these towers, and they will get the tower eventually.
I wonder which 25 talent you take on Viper now. They both changed, haven't they?
They're both quite different, yeah. I think double corrosive skin, slow and double resistance. Okay.
50% magic resistance.
I mean, it's another 25% resistance, and it also means that you're being slowed by 64 attack speed. It's quite good, yeah. It's a lot of magic resist.
Does it double the damage as well? Or does the damage
no, it just says slow and resistance, so I'm guessing the damage per second is the same. But yeah, I take that. I mean, that's good against everyone. Oh, Chrono, he's gone in. Wobber's found it. He's not been bitten yet. There's also a Nimbus as well. Ollie doesn't actually manage to use his ult yet. Viper doing a lot of damage. 2 of the damage. Ollie gets his ult up, but Wobber's BKB. He's got the cheese. Has to eat it straight away. He's trying to man-fight the TA. I don't think he can do it. Veteran goes in with the epicenter, gets the kill. Somewhat has to back off. Massive meld strike's going to follow him. Viper's holding his ground, doing a lot of damage. The TA may actually get the kill. He actually does, but he's going to go down to the Zeus. Meanwhile, there are some kills happening in the back. Ollie managed to get a kill on Tim. And I think that's going to be pretty tough for the Dire. Maybe even spells the end. A fantastic fight that was.
Yeah, I think everyone was just too far away from the void. They couldn't get in there to do damage to
No, he didn't get wolf bitten, or at least not early enough. He didn't have any follow-ups. He popped his BKB, tried to survive some of that Nimbus damage, but in the end, yeah.
Ollie's building a desert?
He's got a Satanic now. He's not an easy target to kill.
Okay.
They call it GG, yeah. It's gonna be the game called. I liked the idea with the Lycan. I liked that they played it +3. I thought that was really clever. Kinder just survives.
Yeah. I don't think there's anywhere else you can really play it, to be fair. It's a bit weird.
Maybe. But I felt like it was a good attempt, and when I saw what they did with the wolf bite in that one team fight, I was quite optimistic for the Dire team. I thought maybe they could make something work, but in the end, they just couldn't. It was too much of a lead for the Radiant. They were way too far ahead. So they did the best with what they could with the combos they were given. Last hitting from Supernals was fantastic, and Void tried and did some really good Chronos too, but didn't have the raw net worth needed to carry that game. So I'll put it up to you, Brexx. Who's your MVP this game?
Oh god, I should probably have the game. Where is it? I guess I'd probably have to say Juju because it's a pretty bad matchup, but I'm not sure if that's because he played it well or because they didn't punish him hard enough. So
Juju did very well despite the odds, yeah. So
yeah, but I can't tell if that's because it's his doing or because the opponents didn't try to stop him. But
he did very well that game, yeah. For me, I'd actually go for Veteran because I felt like his Sand King plays were just so consistently good throughout the game. Amazing blink stuns, great epicenters. I just felt like he did everything he needed to do. He got the Veil, which was a great itemization considering his team. And I thought his engagements were excellent. And some of those stuns were even game winning, especially the one where he stunned the Void with the epicenter already going as he came out of the Chrono. So yeah, that was fun.